Hello everyone, this is xDaudexGaming, and today I'm going to be going over the 14th mission of Modern Warfare 3 on veteran difficulty called Scorched, and this one is going to be a long one. And it starts off kind of in that, like, I guess it's foreshadowing part, where you kind of start and you don't know what's going on because you just started in like the middle of nowhere and then it flashes you back here. But of course we're going to actually be doing that part later. I guess it's just supposed to surprise you with like a that the building fell or something, get you excited for what's happening. And this part of the mission right here is probably what I would say is the most difficult part. I had to try this part right here a lot of times, and it just seemed like the most difficult part because they just kind of drop you there. All the enemies know that you're there. You can't sneak up on them, and they're like the building has several floors, so it creates kind of like a wall of enemies that are able to hide behind the walls, and you don't have much cover, and they're all trying to kill you. It just creates a difficult situation. But there are some difficult parts of this mission. I did have to restart a few parts. But yeah, this is the video I was talking about, I believe, in the last one, where I said I was barely able to get it under 10 minutes. I had to do some speed ups and parts that I wasn't normally going to speed up just so I could get it right under 10 minutes, because when I finished it, it was right above 10 minutes. But there we go again, talking about the editing. No one cares about that. But anyways, how you guys doing? I am doing good. Today is a Tuesday. The weeks always go by really fast for me, so that means the week's almost over. But yeah, I had fun over the weekend. What did I do over the weekend? I played StarCraft 2 with my brother, and we haven't, like, it's hard to explain. Me and my brother, we always play games on Saturday, just like after we eat dinner till like 2 in the morning, and we've been doing this since probably like last September, and we just play whatever game like we're on. I don't know if I can explain it that way, but the first game we started this with was Borderlands, and that lasted a really long time, a few months, 'cause, you know, we played through it twice because there's like the second playthrough where it's more difficult, and we did pretty much all the side missions. We didn't end up killing Cromorix. I've never killed Cromorix. I've never been in a game where anyone killed Cromorix. But yeah, it's just difficult. You keep dying, and I'm not. I'm too lazy to look at how you're supposed to do it and do it the correct way or whatever. But yeah, and then we went to Portal 2. Portal 2 only lasted us 2 weekends. Not to say it's not a good game. It's a great game. We had a lot of fun playing it. It just doesn't take too long usually. I mean, I guess that matters on your intelligence, and I'm not saying that I'm really smart or anything, because I'm not. But you know, shouldn't take more than, I don't know, 20-30 hours. I don't even think we took that long. Probably around 15 for us, maybe. And that was also including the peer review. But anyways, yeah, now we're on StarCraft 2. We haven't actually, like, I haven't played, before we started playing StarCraft 2 on Saturdays, I didn't play StarCraft 2 for probably a year or so. I'm not a super StarCraft fan. Well, I don't want to say that like that, because it sounds like I don't like the game. I do like the game, and I have a lot of fun playing the game. But I don't, like, we haven't, since I came back to the game, we haven't played any of the normal game, you know, like 1v1s or just like the normal game. We only have done custom games. We've been playing for a couple weeks. The first week we played a lot of Nexus Wars, which was kind of fun. But starting this week, we started playing whatever the #1 game is. Sorry, I can't think of the name of what the map is right now, but it's like a tower. It's kind of like a tower defense hybrid, where it's like you place the towers and they become guys that fight the enemies that come. It's not too easy to explain, and then you have to like worry about your workers, and you have to try to get gas so that you can send over each wave. You can send over units to the enemy's side, and also when you do that, you get more income for the higher stuff you get, and you got to find a good balance in between investing your money into getting those workers so that you can get higher income, or you know, focusing on defense because you don't want to leak, Although if you do leak, like once you finish defeating all the enemies in that wave, your units go to like an area in the center of the map near where the target is that the tower defense guys are trying to get to, and you know, like the allies can defend if you leak, if they have guys that survived, which is pretty cool. But then you don't get the money for those enemies. Your teammates do, which is nice, but it sucks that you don't get the money, because that can really put you behind. And sometimes you're in a really difficult situation because it's like you're like it's not gold in this game because it's not Warcraft, but I guess it's called like crystals or something. But you'll be like 10 crystals away from upgrading a unit that costs like 250 to upgrade, and you know that if you would be able to upgrade that unit, you'd be completely fine for like the next wave and probably even the one after that. But you just don't have enough money, and you don't feel that selling a unit to be able to get a little bit extra money to upgrade that unit would help. You know, so it's an annoying situation because you're so close to just being able to be fine, but you feel like you have to do something because like you leaked the last wave, so you can't just obviously keep things the same because it keeps getting more difficult. So then you have to think, you know, it's like, well, I'm just going to leak more, and then I'm not going to get barely any money this round, and I'm going to be leaking a ton. My allies are going to have to deal with it. Or do I just put something down and it'll probably still leak, but at least I'll leak less. But then I'll be farther away from upgrading my unit, and I'll probably won't get enough money for that. It's a there's a lot of thinking in that game. I like it a bit better than Nexus Wars. Nexus Wars is fun, but it's, I don't know, it's harder to play that game, I guess I would explain it. Me and my brother were getting pretty good at it. We'd always take, you know, the same side, and we'd kind of have a strategy that we used. And you know, usually when you team up with people in versus games like that, you end up being better than the people that are just playing by themselves with random people. But like I was talking about earlier, we haven't played the normal game yet. We do plan on possibly trying, like, doing 2v2s or something. We used to do 4v4s in the beta and when the game first came out. But we stopped playing. It just started getting really frustrating because it's just, it seems like we'd always get really bad teammates, but you know, I mean, it just seems that way. I don't know. It's hard to say because it always seems like that in every game that I play. Like, whatever team I'm on always gets the bad teammates. And, you know, not that I think that everybody sucks or anything like that and that I'm good or something, but it's just like when I'm really trying to win, it seems like I always get put on the teams with people that are not trying to win. And, you know, I'd rather be on the team with people that are trying to win. And it gets kind of frustrating, especially in a game like StarCraft 2. Well, one of the reasons that I don't like playing StarCraft 2 in general is I really, really wish that you could turn on some sort of function in the menu that would make it so that you can disable chat functions, like so that you can't see any messages that people send or anything like that. You can mute voice, but you can't. You can't. As far as I know, you can't make it so that you can't see text. If any of you know how to do that, I would like you to let me know. I don't know if you'd have to download a mod to do that or something, but it's really annoying, you know. Just because it seems like the StarCraft 2 community, like I would say, is by far the worst community in gaming. Like, it seems like it's just filled with 10-year-olds that whine all the time, and they think that they're just like the most egotistical people that you'll ever meet. Like, they think that they're awesome and that you suck and that you need to go die if you're not good at the game, you know, or something like that. It's by far the worst community that I have ever seen. But you know, you can deal with it. I'd say the best way to deal with it is what me and my brother do is we just absolutely ignore everything that everybody says, regardless of whether it's something nice or something mean. Me and my brother are always on voice chat, of course, on Skype. But yeah, we just completely ignore whatever anybody else is saying. But anyways, this video is almost over, as we are going to get to the portion where we think that we're going to save the girl, and that was annoying having to wait for that guy to come to the door. It was sped up, so it didn't look that bad, but it was bad when I was actually doing it. But I'd like to thank you for watching. This was Mission 14, Modern Warfare 3 Scorched on Veteran difficulty, And I will see you later. Have a great day, everyone.